So hello everyone and welcome to your MoreYoga Wellness TV. My name is Antonia and we're back again for our core focused forearm and pincha practice today. So we are going to be starting on our backs. So if you come down onto your backs, so laying all the way down, and then you're going to start by lifting up your knees. So flex your toes, bringing your arms down by your side, and you're going to roll your body up off the floor. So stabilizing your core, push your lower back into the floor and hold. And then you're going to rock your knees up into your chest. Squeeze your knees down in towards your chest, and you're lifting up your shoulders, staying here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Drop your lower back down on the floor, but keep your shoulders lifted, and then begin to extend your left leg forward, and you're holding here. Breathe in, lift up your shoulders a little bit more. Good. Kick away with your left leg, and then lower your right leg down towards the floor. Good. Right leg comes back, left foot comes forward too. Other side, right leg comes forward, hold, lift up your shoulders, staying here. Breathe. Good. Left leg comes forward and down, and then bring your knees back to center. Lower your shoulders back down to the floor, and then drop your feet. And then lift your legs back up towards the ceiling, straighten them this time, and then bring your arms up towards your feet, fingertips are facing upwards, and then roll your shoulders up off the mat. So lift up, reach, almost like you're trying to touch your toes, and then lower your left foot down towards the floor. Good, right leg comes down, holding here. Then bring your hands up and over your head, holding here. Good, lift up your chest a little bit more. Breathe, and releasing your chest, your lower back, upper back, down to the floor. Bring your hands underneath your knees, and you're gonna rock up and down, forward and back. Good, and then take one more rock. Come all the way up. See if you can catch your balance on your sitting bones. Lift up your chest. Release your arms forward. Staying here. Breathe. In through your nose and out. Maybe you extend your legs all the way up towards the ceiling as you come into a full boat pose. Keep lifting up your chest. Really expand through your lungs. And then releasing your feet down towards the floor. Coming on to your hands and knees, and then you're coming into a downward dog. So lifting up your hips towards the ceiling, and then begin to pedal out your feet, moving your hips from side to side as you lower down one heel and bending in the opposite knee. And then finding some stillness in your downward facing dog. Pull your lower belly in towards your spine. Lift up through your kneecaps. Push into your hands, and then move your chest forward and down. Now lift your right leg up towards the ceiling, three-legged dog. Bend your knee and bring your knee to tap your right elbow, holding here. Push into your hands, staying here. Squeeze your heel in towards your glute, and then kick your leg up towards the ceiling. Again, bend your knee, and then bring your knee towards your left elbow, holding here. See if you can tap your arm. Squeeze your heel back and lift it up. Last one, bring your knee in towards your nose this time, holding here. Push into your hands, squeeze your knee up, and then release your knee down to the floor. So keep your hands where they are. We're gonna do a few pulses with the knee. So you're gonna lift the knee into the chest and then lower it back down for 5. Lift it for 4 and lower. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Kick it back up into your three-legged dog, and then release your foot down to the floor. Taking a few moments to rest in your downward dog. Tuning back into your breath. And then over to the other side. Left leg lifts up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee, pull your heel down towards the right leg. And then bring your knee to tap your left elbow, holding here. So squeeze your left foot in towards your glutes, push into your hands, tip your weight a little bit more forward if you can, and then lift your leg up towards the ceiling. Again, bend your knee, pull your heel down towards the right side, and then bring your knee towards your right elbow. See if you can tap your elbow, push into your hand so you're not dumping your weight in your wrists, and then lift it back up. Last one, bring your knee in towards your nose, holding here, shift your shoulders forward. So you may be up on your tiptoes with your back foot, and then drop your knee down to the floor. So I had to shuffle my back foot a little bit there, so make sure your back leg is straight, and you're gonna push into your hands, lift up your knee, and lower for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Releasing back into your downward dog. Taking a few moments rest. And then drop your knees down to the floor. So we're going to do some Lalasana knee lifts. So you want to be on your knees, and then you can bring your hands more or less just by your knees, okay? So if that's too much, you can bring them slightly forward if you like. So if you find that your hands are not really touching the floor, you can either take blocks or you can bring your hands forward. Okay? So you want to lean forward slightly. So core is engaged, and you're going to, as you lift your hips up away from the floor, you're going to lift your knees up too. Okay? So push into your hands and then lift your knees up and hold. And lower. Again, lift, squeeze your knees in towards your chest, and lower. Lift and lower. So you kind of get a toe stretch as well. And lower. Come up, hold, and lower. So you're going to take one more, and you're going to hold it here. Staying here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Take a few moments rest. Bring your hands to your knees, closing your eyes, and breathe in through your nose and out. Good. Lower down onto your forearms, and you're going to step back into a plank pose. So forearm plank, tips of your fingers are touching, so you don't want your hands to just be flopping. You want to keep your hands engaged. Elbows are more or less directly underneath your shoulders, and you don't want your hips to be up high. You want to drop them low. Squeeze your glutes. Good. Now we're moving into a side plank. So bringing your weight over to the right side, and then bring your left arm up towards the ceiling. So you're really engaging the right side of your core. Good. Now see if you can begin to lift up your left knee, and you're going to tap your knee and hold. Good. Breathe. Push into your forearm a little bit more. Good. And releasing your left arm up towards the ceiling, but keep your left knee lifted, and then see if you can straighten your left leg. Hold. And then releasing over to the other side. Last and final side. So make sure that your hand is not in front of your face. You want it to be in line with your left shoulder. So slowly begin to lift your right arm up towards the ceiling, and then releasing your right knee up and hold. Breathe. And then straighten your right arm up. It's really hard to talk in this position. Releasing your right leg out. And then releasing both forearms down to the floor, and then drop your knees, coming into a child's pose. Big breath in through your nose, and exhale out. Good, and then roll your body up. So we're going to work on the hollowing of the lower belly, and when you're in a forearm stand, to get up, it's very important that you have that. So we're going to work with that, but we're going to do that in a headstand. So I want you to lower down, and this headstand, try not to make it a tripod headstand if you can, but if tripod is the only thing that you can do, then that's fine as well. But for this video, we're going to work with our arms down, since we are working towards forearm balance. So come in to your headstand. You want your fingers to be interlaced, palms are facing your chest, elbows are just more or less underneath your shoulders, maybe a little bit wider, and you're dropping the back of your head onto the floor. Lift up your knees, walk your feet inwards, and then you're going to use your core to lift your legs up. Okay, so bringing yourself into a headstand, push into your forearms, holding here, squeeze your glutes, and then I want you to bring your awareness to your lower belly. Pull your lower belly in towards your spine, and then you're going to slowly shuffle your hips back, and then begin to move your feet down towards the floor. See if you can tap your feet on the floor, and then you're lifting your legs back up. Okay, so we're going to do 5 of those. Lowering down. Take your time with these ones, no rush. For 4. So lowering down with control. So notice how your lower belly pulls in as you get halfway. Good. 3 more. Lower down. And lift. So making sure you're pushing into your forearms. 2 more, lower. And last one. So lower down, tap the floor, lift your legs all the way back up, holding here. And then you're going to work on lowering halfway. So begin to lower your legs down, push your hips back, and you're going to hold halfway. Bring your awareness to your lower belly. Notice how it's pulling in towards your spine. See if you can lower your legs a little bit more and hold. Good. Feel the engagement in your shoulders, in your arms. And then drop your feet all the way down towards the floor. Coming into a child's pose. Lower your arms down, lower your head. You can have a micro bend in your elbows if you like. You can rock your head from side to side to release your neck. And then finding some stillness and breathing in through your nose and exhale out through your nose. So very well done. I hope you enjoyed today's practice. Feel free to do that practice as many times as you like. It's a really good way to build up some strength in your core so that you can prepare for your forearm or pincha practice. I hope you enjoy the rest of your practice and take care.